And they'll be up against a Niners team looking to avoid a costly mistake.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go.
To throw again. Lynch. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like those callers was, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Again, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. C.J. Anderson, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco. Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Let's go.
They run again with Michael. And some room to run now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Wolfe continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now let's go. Green.
On second down, Anderson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now, check. Patriot.
3rd and 2. Now Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
There's Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
To throw is Lynch. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
They run it again with Anderson. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The toss play. This is high. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. 10th carry now for Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumpstart.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lynch. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. First down. Here's a run with Anderson. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Lynch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
And Michael fumbles it. Fumbled the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Michael. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go to Michael again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Play action, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. first down, a run with Hyde. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. Christian Michael was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That good for 22 and a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They give it to Anderson. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go now.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Lynch to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And able to find Garcon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone. And
he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Past the 20. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong colors.
And I don't think he made it out. Anderson didn't. He didn't make it out, and that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
No, check.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Well, we were